Hiya.
Are we rolling?
Hi guys, hope you're doing well. We're here at Jomo Kenyatta International Airport, and of course we are having mheshimiwa hapa George Wajackoyah na pia Eric Omondi wako pamoja. Anyway, Wajackoyah, umetoka all the way from Jamaica. Pengine you can let us know ulikuwa pale kwa shughuli gani?
Kwanza, thank you very much members of the press, and I hope Eric Omondi will not be arrested. Because every time he's on press watu wanashikashika yeye, wanashika Maina Njenga. That is going to stop. I left this country for Qatar. From Qatar, I went to San Francisco. That was 15 hours flight. From there, I went to Phoenix. From Phoenix, I went to Jamaica, where I was for 2 days at the invitation of Richie Spice. And then from Jamaica, I went to San Francisco. From San Francisco, I went to Hawaii, Maui. Then from Maui, I came back to London. I spent 2 days in London, and then I'm here. So the journey was very okay. And I'm so glad with what the media is doing in this country. The fourth estate, you are the only people who are making sense because you are bringing issues. And to people like Eric Omondi. Eric Omondi has become the new kingpin of our generation, your generation. Mine is a bit backward. And it's this kind of people that we need to hand over power, because we have had a lot of same people, same hegemony from independence. Ni hao tu, kila wakati hao ndio watalete maendeleo. Kila wakati ni hao. Hata saa hizi ukiona hizo mesa zote zimejaa ni hao tu. We need to replace them. But much gratitude goes to Raila Amolo Odinga for having been very consistent. His mind is fresh, his ideas are fresh. It's only that every time he stands for election, they steal his elections. They steal Raila's election every time. And I'm also thankful to the Republic of Niger. I'm very glad that Niger, Mali, Gabon, and Burkina Faso has brought in a new trend of politics. I thank the Russians. And the Chinese. I didn't like the Chinese before, but I think I'm going to make some kind of inroads. The transitional period in African politics is what we need. We are tired of the same goons, same people, same. Why would you be arresting a young man like this one, who has never even stolen chicken? Kila wakati Eric Omondi akisimama, mnashika yeye, mnapiga yeye. The Constitution guarantees his liberties. People like Maina Njenga, you've arrested this man, umepeleka yeye kotini, bado natuma polisi kwenda kushika yeye. And they are here listening, the NSIS. I'm telling you, your time has come. You should know that you are frustrating your own country people. And to Raila Amolo Odinga, we need to make sure that our Baba is not reflective of the old generic generation. Baba's mind is very fresh, lakini kuna watu wanamtumia. Kuna watu wanatumia Baba as a ladder. Already, they are planning Baba's transition before he dies. Kuna watu pale wanataka ati who is Baba going to support? Wako pale tu because wanataka waingie kwa mguu ya Baba. How do you inherit ODM? Huyo ndio mama ya Baba. Leave alone Mama Ida. Why do you want now to come in? And we are going to reveal this when the right time comes. Those goons who are sitting around Baba, waja niwaambie, your time is up. We have the likes of Eric Omondi, who actually can help Baba. And for the MP, the MP who has actually been, those MPs who have been kicked out of ODM, who resign leo, na mimi nita support Eric Omondi for Langata.
Okay, Eric Omondi has been preaching about revolution. Amekuwa akifanya maandamano here and there because of the current government. Does it mean that you've joined him to push about this revolution? Well,
Eric Omondi is doing what we have been doing. Eric Omondi is doing what Baba has been doing. If we say that we join Eric, we shall be insulting Baba.
Yes.
We are doing what Baba has set, and now Eric is taking the right path. And that's why the Raila Odinga family loves Eric, because they can see he's young blood. He's a go-getter. He fears nothing. How many times have they arrested this young man? And whenever they arrest him, they torture him, they put him in Land Rovers. Why in modern Kenya? Why are we having this dictatorial regime kind of agitation? What's wrong with Ruto's government? We thought we left these things long time ago. The other day, Gachagua was being arrested. Yes, that was wrong. He was taken to court. Yes, he went to defend himself. Now, Maina Njenga was arrested. And outside there, they are still arresting him, beating him up, torturing him. And then the same Gachagua has flown to Colombia, wherever it was. Was it Colombia or, well, yeah. Has he seen how things work there? Why do you put police on the streets? I was a policeman, so what? Why do you use the police? Why do you ban people like me from going to Mount Kenya? You're just spreading my message. If I run for election today, Baba is still alive, but I'm just saying, supposing I was to run for president, me and Gachagua, I'll defeat him in Mount Kenya very early in the morning because he's interfering with my supporters. He's telling people not to work with me. Na huko America natembea na ma-president, huko Jamaica napewa red carpet. When I go to UK, I'm given red carpet. It's only in this country where I've got people who have no moral hygiene. Hawana moral hygiene, hawana morality. I think when Gachagua was a district officer, I was an intelligence officer. And of course the mentality of district officers, hiyo kitu tutatoa kwa constitution tutupe mbali sana, because if somebody can come from there and behave the way this man is behaving, look at what is happening between them and Moses Kuria. Moses Kuria is insane. Why do you tell Kenyans kwenda uchimbe nini? Your own rail, and he's still a cabinet secretary and the president has not said anything? Why should Gachagua say that we have tigers in Kenya? Lying. A whole man, like if he was in the US, he should have been impeached. I want Gachagua to resign for telling lies about this country. I want Moses Kuria to go yesterday. I want Ndindi Nyoro kwenda kabisa. Tunataka hii watu wakwende. Wanatusumbua nini? Sasa angalia hii mazungumzo. Kila siku namna hii. Na kuna wale betrayers wa baba, tumewajua. Wanakaa tu karibu na baba wakichukua tu vitu hivi. Raila is a very smart man. He knows what is going on. Why should we be having this monolithic mongoose? Watu ambao banana akili yao imeenda mbinguni. Sijui kwa shetani huko.
It has been a tough time, especially when it comes to economy in our country. As we speak, mafuta imepanda, and I read somewhere inasemekana itaendelea kupanda. As a leader, what are your views on that?
I think the people who elected these people should face the route. As Eric said recently, hii mambo ya maandamano sasa wacha wananchi wenyewe waichukue. Because if you go to Uganda, how much is a liter of petrol? Uganda, and then they import oil from Kenya, through Kenya, pipeline, taxes, kila kitu, na oil yao iko chini. Tanzania pia iko namna hivyo. Alafu Kenya inaenda hivi. The other day we made some kind of demonstration, wakarudisha kidogo. Wale watu wa EPZ, those stupid clerks in EPZ, where do they get the monotony or monopoly of increasing prices of fuel? Who gives them that order? Wanasema tu order imeenda hivi, na tumeletewa pikipiki twingine juzi at electric. Hiyo zitaenda wapi? Let this government stop mocking with the people of this republic. Look at what is happening in West Africa. It is coming here very soon. I don't know what we should do. And that's why I'm welcoming the Russians and the Chinese. For the first time, colonial mentality. Watoke. Why is BP, why are the French companies, the owners of Total, not talking about it? Why are the French exploiting everywhere they go? I'm also asking the French to leave this country. We have had enough of them. Watoke na waende kabisa. And if they don't go, time will come when we shall go and remove them forcefully.
Professor, recently you said in a statement that President Ruto is running the government in a pata potea manner. Do you think he has the skills to run this government?
Not at all. He has failed. If I was the president, I'll take it easy like Kibaki. I'll make things run. When you go and take people who are not qualified to help you run the government. Alisema mama mboga. Kuna mama mboga kwa hiyo cabinet. Labda ni Alice. Alice anaitwa Alice. Wahome, huyo ndio mama mboga yake. Alienda akasema sijui boda. Ndindi Nyoro ndio boda pale. Watu kama hao, what do you expect? People who cannot reason. People who have never seen anything. People who have no experience. That's why we like the cabinet, we like the constitution to be changed so that cabinet secretaries should be appointed through parliament, from parliament. They are answerable. Lakini ukichukua mafaranga ya kuku kama hawa, wengine wajua, angalia wengine, they have become billionaires. Look at Murkomen. Murkomen is wearing a watch. Muliona juzi. How many millions? Where did he get that money from? What's happening with parastatals? What's happening with employment in this country? Is Kalenjin's one side, Kikuyu's the other side? Is that incitement? Let us do the audit and find out people have been appointed, even in parastatals. Wakitaka serikali yao wakae nayo. It's time we demarcate this country. The constitution allows us to hold a referendum so that we can have a state within ourselves, self-determination. And I echo the words of Mwangi Wairia. Some of us are very experienced, very educated. We advise other governments outside. When we come in our own country, we are relegated. Alafu wanataka mmenibia kura because I got 2.8 million. Wakaiba, alafu nataka mimi niende kneel before Ruto niombe kazi. Am I crazy? Gentlemen of the press, I have principles and I go by them. And that's why I like this young man, Eric. Eric's principle has attracted Babas, has attracted me, and Azimio leadership. We are looking at him and saying, now, let us unite as a team and put him up there as one candidate, formidable candidate. Instead of putting this candidate, that candidate, we want to put Eric Omondi there. Na hiyo itaingia. Let them call for elections. He's the next MP for Langata. I'm not campaigning for him because I like him, but I like his resilience. I like his persona. I like his integral kind of agitation. I like the way he goes to parliament. And in this country, unless they arrest you, mock you, put you inside, you can't become a leader. That is the trend. For us, we have been arrested before during Moi's time. We were detained. I went into exile for all these years. I matured. So we are not afraid of being arrested. We are not even afraid of being shot. We are not even afraid of anything. Ruto should do the right thing. He must do the right thing. Otherwise, he's isolating his own Kalenjins. And they must be careful of Gachagua. Why is Gachagua making sure that leaders from other tribes cannot go to Mount Kenya? Because he's afraid. Na mimi nikienda Nyeri kesho mtaona. Let me go with Gachagua to Nyeri tomorrow. You will see that nitakuwa na watu wengi kumshinda. Si ati ni watu wa bangi. Yeye ananiita mtu ya bangi. Mimi ni kichaa. I'm doing my second PhD now. My 14th law degree. Am I crazy? Let these people go somewhere. Maybe I give you a chance now too.
Okay, maybe before you give him a chance, it's been a while since we saw Azimio maandamano that was going on. It was called off, Elisha. Does it mean maybe Azimio and the government, they're trying to talk and come up to something like a handshake or something? Maandamano
ijaisha, na haitaisha, na iko kila siku. Wacha wakae pale wakidanganya watu. You know, they think they are fooling with us. Oh, wacha tufanye hivi, hii climatic conference ipite namna hii wengine. Why is Gachagua saying that they should not count the votes? Well, look at what happened in Gabon. That motherfucker, I'm sorry to say like this, who was overthrown recently, had only 11%. The army went and opened those servers. We don't want that to be the situation here, but I can assure you that if those servers are opened, Raila will be number one and my 2.8 million votes will be there.
Don't you think maybe we should not be talking about the votes right now? We should be talking about the way forward as a country because we are not doing well.
Wewe kama umeiba bibi ya mtu alafu bibi akuje na mtoto mimba iko huko ndani utasema tuache kwanza mtoto azaliwe ndio tuende hivi. You must defend what is your own, right?
Very important.
Maybe the other day we saw the Nairobi governor, that's Johnson Sakaja, and Babu Owino engaging in an online fight. Netizens are not happy about that, and they went ahead speaking about things like liposuction and them smoking weed. Also, that maybe what can you comment on that?
Smoking weed is legitimate. It's only a white man who came and told you smoke nicotine, smoke zile masigara zingine, wacha hii, kunywa pombe, kunywa ile mawiski. What's wrong with smoking weed? It's only people who are insane who are saying ati ukikunywa hiyo utakuwa wazimu. Na watoto wakubwa kwanza ni mawazimu juu ya cocaine, right or wrong? Our grandfathers have been smoking weed for a long time. It's medicinal. People don't just understand the logic behind it. In America, they have even passed a constitution. Unaenda pale unafinyua kuna smoking zone. Let people smoke weed. What's wrong with that? Let it actually be used for manufacturing, for medication, and for what have you. Like now, this watch you see here, this is fiber. Because of this fiber, it makes this watch to be 11 million. Because of the fiber. Because of the fiber. Now, if you look at the ship, you look at the planes, the drones, they're all made out of fiber, which is one of the byproducts. Canada last year alone got $484 billion out of fiber, which comes from China grew 165,000 acres of wheat. They got 3 trillion in the first harvest. 1.5 trillion was lent to Kenya to build this highway. Alafu hapa tunalala tu ate ni mbaya, mnaenda kwa Kristo sijui mnafanya nini. Even in Israel, even Jesus smoked weed. Go and read the book of Deuteronomy, read the book of Ezekiel 39. Soma Biblia ujua kwamba weed is legal in Israel where Jesus was born. It's used during baptism. Alafu hapo nakuja mzungu alikuja hapa anasema ati hii ni mbaya, hii ni mzuri. Alafu anatuibia. Alafu they make it legal. Pharmaceuticals use it. They produce it from where? Is Museveni mad to legalize it? Is South Africa mad? Is Zimbabwe mad? Is Rwanda mad? Is Holland mad? Is America mad? Is Britain mad? Is Denmark mad? Why do they have it? It's only in Kenya where things happen this way. They can pass LGBT. Mwanaume alale na mwingine. Hiyo is good to them. Lakini weed, which has been there, which helped our grandfathers and treated them for many years before colonialism, which also helped the Mau-Maus to restrain the cold environment. Watu tunalala. Hii ni pesa. Kama ningekuwa president saa hizi Galana Gulalu ingekuwa imepandwa na tumeharvest because it's only 4 months. Kila mtu angekuwa na magunia ngapi ya banki? Gunia moja 50 kg kwa New York Stock Exchange. It's 302 million US dollars. Sasa ukiwa na hiyo gunia moja tu na hiyo pesa, huwezi kujenga kanisa yako. Huwezi kujenga baa yako. Huwezi kujenga shule yako. Alafu hapo unakuta wengine wanakaa huko ati na wenye wanakaa ni wale mapastors unaona State House kila siku na matumbo kubwa wamebeba bahasha. Morality and religion in this country.
Professor, the last question, talking about the Nairobi County leadership, recently we saw Babu Owino blasting Sakaja over the way he runs this government, or rather the county. Do you feel maybe Babu Owino is planning to vie for the gubernatorial seat the next general election?
It's within his right to run for the seat, and I'll support him. If Tim Wanyonyi runs, I'll support. Even if this young man runs, which I'll support. But let's leave that aside. Sakaja has failed. We have people who are sacked. Was it Kim's? Ile brigadier army alikuwa.
Yes.
He sacked those people, he never paid them. Nairobi County has become very filthy. Sakaja is very, very proud man. When Gachagua was abusing Gachagua, I took the cross on behalf of Sakaja to tell of Gachagua. Did he ever even call me to say what? That guy is very proud, and that pride ndio itafanya atakuwa one term governor. Na ajua kwamba nimesema, na mimi nikisema niko na spirit kama ya Raila. He's a one term governor, so Babu is right.
You also mentioned somewhere on Twitter that President Ruto is also a one-time president.
Well, he is if he doesn't change. And also if he doesn't open the server, he's not the president. Unless he opens the server, then we shall decide to say, we shall think of whether he will be a one-term president or not. After opening the server, fungua server, kama uli win, basi tutaongea mambo ingine. But if you did not win and then you stole the election, well, and gentlemen of the press, I have so much experience. I've lived in exile for so many years. I've been in Britain for many years, in the US for so many years. I practiced in those two countries. Dictators don't last long. I met Mobutu's son in London yesterday. He's so poor, mpaka nikashangaa. Hii ni nini? Wakae wakijua they are temporary. They can kill, they can do what have you, but when their time comes, angalia Uhuru iko wapi? Who knew that Uhuru would shake my hand after all this? But would he have shaken my hand before that? Ruto ajua kwamba presidency is temporary. Afanye kazi yake, afungue server kwanza. Akishafungua server nini? Lakini mambo ya kutuchezea kama Azimio, fanya hivi. Tuingine, I mean, where is the legitimacy? When the president says something, Gachagua anapinga yeye. Kama hii mambo ya Azimio hii. Gachagua badala ya hao kungojea matokeo ya mazungumzo, Gachagua wako tu nini? Kila mahali president anaenda, Gachagua yuko pale. What is he afraid of? Does he want Ruto to die so that he takes over? Why can't he stand firm and do what is required to do by law as a deputy president of this country? Why must he be following Ruto? Why can't he come to Kakamega alone? Why can't he go to Nyanza alone? Why can't he go to Mombasa alone? Awache kufuatafuata president, afanye kazi yake. I don't hate Gachagua, but I'm telling him that the trend which he's creating is bad for our generation. It will mean we shall fight in this country. Our generations will fight in this country. People like you who are not paid well, the media. Nobody's talking about you. When you go to the US, the media is highly paid and recognized. Hapa mtu akifungua radio station, wewe nenda, hata hakuna pesa mnapewa. I am sure some of you just came here on your own. So we need legitimacy. We need people to look at things the way they are. And I'm warning this country. They can arrest me, I'm here. Who cares? But I'm telling them, and I'm warning the police as well. Mwanza kushikashika watu, mnawapeleka kwa nyumba, mna blindfold, your day will come. Wile mtu alikuwa anataka kuua baba ako wapi? Spirit ya baba si imefanya jamaa miguu imevunjika hako hospitali. Si baba alienda kumuona. Mjihadhari, because nyinyi mnashika watu, watoto wenyu wakienda shule wanaanguka mtihani. Hiyo pesa ya bribery mkichukua mkinunua ng'ombe haitoi maziwa, unafurafura tumbo kama maskini. Fanya kazi yako kama polisi. Asante.
Maybe on economy, before we finish, some people are suggesting that we should maybe reduce the rate at which our parents are giving birth, to reduce mtoto apatwe mmoja. What is the future of this country?
Maybe he has copied the Chinese single child policy. Ni China, ukienda huko uone mrembo uweke mimba unaenda jela. Lazima uoe na upate mtoto mmoja. Maybe that's what they want. Mimi nikipata dem nikioa second wife nataka kuzaa kila kitu. Si ati kwani naenda kuchunga nini? Maybe that's what they are up to. Lakini si wamezaa. You tell me those guys, how many kids do they have with women outside there?
Many.
Wamezaa kama kuku. Wengine miguu inakaa namna hii kama viura. Alafu anaanza kuambia watu hivi. Wenyewe wanakula mzuri. Unafikia watu wako na njaa? Hao watu wanakula mzuri sana, lakini they bring policies that have no foundation. They don't want to be inclusive. They don't want us to give them ideas. Sasa kuna wengine hata mimi ukiniuliza minister for ugali, mimi siwajui. Ni watu wengine waliokotwa tu at minister. Sasa angalia vile wanapigana kama Wahome na PS. Angalia Ministry of Immigration. PS nini huko chini. Angalia Ministry of Power, Energy. Kuanzia juu paka chini, sini kala chini, paka Ports Authority. Kwani watu wengine hawako? Gentlemen and ladies, I don't know whether I'm crazy, but if I'm crazy, take me to the Pope to pray for me. But that's the truth.
Asante. Yes.
Una yepi ya kusema?
Mimi leo tulikuwa tunamreceive Mheshimiwa Wajakoya, ametupatia wisdom. I hope the young people of this nation have heard the words of wisdom from our senior Mheshimiwa, and I'm still calling upon young people. Mmesikia from the horse's mouth. A time is coming and the time has come that we must rise up as young people. Na I'm very happy that he has said maandamano haijaisha. Na hizi excuses za environment, tulisema tuko sawa na mvua, tuko sawa na jua, ni unga tunataka. And as I said the last time tukitoka jela tukasema tunaenda Tuesday. Mheshimiwa, jana kulikuwa na water cannons, kulikuwa na GSU town, na nikatumiwa message na mtu wa NIS, sijui kama ni uongo ama ukweli, nikaambiwa if you love your life usitoke kwa nyumba. Mimi niko na mtoto mdogo, nikaambiwa nisitoke. But I want to sikuogopa. I want to reiterate. I want to say clearly that we are going to rise up. We are going to unite. We are going to rally. We are going to rally young people. We are going to do what we must do to deliver this country from the shackles of corruption and economic sabotage. First of all, mimi naomba President Ruto, tomorrow morning, kesho asubuhi ukiamka, sijui kama uko New York kama Kenya, tafadhali fire your cabinet, all of them. Fire all of them, because you need to listen to the people and not your people. Yeah? Watu wana messy government ni cabinet yako. Fire all of them. Wafukuze. Don't listen to your people. The president is listening to his people. Don't listen to your people. Listen to the people. The voice of the people. Watu wanalia. Na pia tulimwambia priorities ziko wrong. Hatuhitaji electric bikes. Juu hata stima hatuna. Hatunanga stima, napoteanga 3 days. Hatuna charging points. People want unga. Huyu rais akikampeni alisema na nikiweka Biblia chini unga itaenda chini. Wanasema give us time. It's been 1 year. Even nilikuuliza chali yake kuambia atakubaia phone na imekuwa 1 year hajakubaia phone. Huyo ni muongo. The president lied to us. They used deceit and lies to get into power, which Mheshimiwa amesema is not even sure mpaka tufungue server. They told us about border borders, about taxes going down, about fuel going down, about unga becoming 100. Everything they told us was a lie. Yeah? Ni kama kukatia demu na mdanganya nyumba ni yako, gari ni yako, viatu ni zako, kumbe umeomba Wajakoya saa. Umemwomba saa, hii watch ni yangu. That's what the president did. He lied to us, and we must call him out, and we must call his government out. And I would advise him as a young man, fire your cabinet. All of them. Tomorrow, not next week. No, don't fire them on Friday. Tomorrow, Thursday. Wake up and fire them. You'll see a change. Because you gave offices to your acquaintances and your friends. The president does not work with professionals. It does not work with managers. It does not work with anafanya na marafiki zake. People who don't understand their ministries. That's why unaona wanatuambia tuchimbe mafuta. Yeah? So me I'll say the same things. I'll say the same things. But finally, Juleni siku ya mheshimiwa na nataka enda pumzike. If you are a young person and you are listening to my voice, get ready. We are going to call upon you. We are going to call up. Recently tuliona waliitisha only 350 young men to come for employment at the army. There were there over 16,000. A recipe for disaster. Gachagua anaangalianga kamera vile anaangalia hivi. Anaambia vijana hakuna kazi hapa. Anaambia graduates, nyinyi ni watu wa mjengo. Recipe for disaster. Unemployment. I keep telling you, na juu mimi ni comedian mnacheka. Very soon we will rise as young people. Na tushaanza kupewa permission na wazee. Sisi tunangoja tu hiyo permission. We will rise up, we will rally each other, we will go to the street. Haya, baba anaendanga narudi. Sisi tukienda streets tutatoka. So it's the same message, it will never change. Unga lazima ende chini, mafuta ende chini, until and unless that happens. Young people, get ready for a revolution. We will not fear to say that word. We've started saying it. There shall be a revolution.
And Mheshimiwa, probably love to know, do you recognize President Ruto as the president of Kenya?
Let him open the service, then I'll answer you that question.
So do you recognize him or not?
Let him open the service, then I'll answer you that question.
And what is the relationship between you and Eric?
Eric is a Kenyan who has attracted us with his doings. It's a young man who has attracted the international community, including us, because of the sacrifices he's making.
Okay.
Thank you.
Asanteni sana.
Asante.
Asanteni sana. God bless you.